Have you ever been blindsided by a wave of sudden panic, an intense burst of frustration, or a craving that derails your focus? In those moments, fighting the emotion head-on rarely works. To regain your footing, you need a circuit breaker. That is where the Stoic Self-Monitoring Record comes in, a simple, mechanical tool designed to catch those emotional spirals before they pull you under. This method bridges a 2,000-year gap. It translates the daily reflective practices of philosophers like Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius into the foundational techniques used in modern cognitive behavioral therapy. To start this process right now, you only need two things: a pen and a blank sheet of paper, or a blank spreadsheet if you prefer typing. Now, I want you to mentally isolate one specific, recent event that triggered a strong negative emotion for you. Keep that exact moment in mind. By the end of this exercise, you will have successfully mapped that stressor onto our framework. You will strip away the subjective noise and walk away with a clear, objective plan for your next steps. To set this up, turn your page horizontally and draw 5 equal columns. Label them sequentially from left to right: date, time and event, feelings, thoughts, control, and actions. Step 1 happens in that first column. Your goal here is to log only the indisputable, objective facts of what triggered you. No interpretations, just the raw data. For example, write, Tuesday, 2 p.m. My colleague criticized my presentation. Notice how factual that is. Moving to the second column, document the physical warning signs and single-word emotions. Don't write your thoughts yet, just the sensations. Heart rate spiked, felt defensive and angry. By forcing yourself to write these first 2 columns out, you are creating psychological distance. You are stepping out of the experience itself and becoming a detached, scientific observer of your own reactions. The Greek philosopher Epictetus observed that it is not the things themselves that disturb people, but their judgments about those things. The raw facts didn't cause the pain. The story you told yourself about them did. That brings us to column 3, thoughts. This is where you interrogate your own mind to uncover the hidden value judgment you were making during the event. Looking back at our example, the underlying thought might be, my colleague is trying to ruin my reputation, and everyone in the room must think I am incompetent. When you lay it out like this, the gap between the bland facts and your fabricated narrative becomes obvious. Seeing that gap provides the pause you need to stop reacting to the story and start evaluating the evidence. Now you are ready for the core Stoic control test. Look at the event and the thoughts you just documented, and ask yourself a simple question: is this up to me? People often struggle here by assuming they can control external outcomes. You cannot control other people's opinions of you, and you certainly cannot control an event that has already happened. The only variables entirely within your power are your own voluntary actions and your own thoughts. In column 4, rate your actual control. You write, my colleague's opinion is 0% in my control. My decision to review their feedback and improve the presentation is 100% in my control. Accepting a 0% control rating over external events allows your mind to stop fighting reality. It frees you to focus entirely on the responses you do possess. The 5th and final column is actions. Here, you evaluate how you actually responded to the event, grading yourself against the virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. For instance, you might write, I snapped back at them, which was a poor action. Next time, I will pause, take a breath, and thank them for the feedback, which is a wise action. Do not use this column for self-criticism. You are acting as your own wise advisor here, not a punitive judge. Avoid morbid rumination and focus strictly on actionable corrections. Documenting a behavioral misstep objectively provides your brain with the exact instructions it needs to program a more effective habit for the future. Look at the page in front of you. You have successfully trapped a messy, overwhelming emotion on paper. You now possess a clear, logical breakdown of what happened, why it was distressing, and exactly what is in your power to change. The ancient Stoics performed this exact self-monitoring review every single night. To get the most from this tool, make it a daily 5-minute evening routine. By repeating this mechanical process over time, you train your brain to naturally filter out uncontrollable external noise, leaving you with a practical, repeatable way to find your bearings.